Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and today we have another rating double battle. So I'm really loving these because it's the VGC format. It's where I feel at home at, and this battle is just ridiculous. It shows some of the crazy situations I get myself into with battles. So doing a Barbarical Greninja Open, not really mixing it too up, just trying to test this one out, see how well it works, and so far it's doing very well. I see the Aerodactyl and decide, you know what, I'm not going to mess around with the map block this turn. I'm just going to get that Ice Beam going. I want him off the field because I don't know what he's going to do. And good thing, because he does the Tailwind, which means had I used map block, I would have wasted my chance to knock him out. So, Ice Beam just wrecks him. There's no way that he can survive an Ice Beam. And I'm thinking this is going good. Already one Pokemon down, and Barbarical is going to be able to set up his Shell Smash. And then Blissey used Rock Slide. I know Blissey has Serene Grace, and that showed to work because the 60% flinch worked against me. Now, this Greninja, I was not expecting. Hyper Beam on that Protean Greninja? Oh, I was expecting to just get destroyed, and I did. So now Barbarical, he's not really doing too much. He got stomped out by the Rock Slide, and it's just problems all around. Still flinching. That Tailwind on Blissey is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. And had Aerodactyl stayed around, that's a 90% chance to flinch. You're not going anywhere. So, time to bring out Medicham. He's my follow-up. And I knew that since Greninja had to recharge, it was pretty much up to Medicham to not flinch. If he didn't flinch, I was definitely going to land the KO. So Barbarical fortunately gets to Shell Smash, and then we watch just as once all the stat boosts go up, Shell Smash takes a while to voice over. Medicham flinches, so the Hydro Pump is just a very unfortunate thing to have happen. Does hit Barbarical, does knock me out, and I'm not feeling hopeful at this point. So it's again, if I can not flinch on the Rock Slide, I know I can turn around and KO this Greninja. And oh boy, I finally get to do that. So high jump kick. I decide to go for the Blissey instead though, just because, you know, a Greninja, I can deal with him. Blissey, I want that thing off the field, and I know high jump kick is one of the few things that can just totally eliminate it. So now we have Hydro Pump missing my Medicham, which is a very good thing, but the Air Slash just doing almost enough. Fortunately, I was able to survive. I go and use Psycho Cut on Greninja, get the KO, and now I understand where this battle's going. It's down to Snorlax, and it's going to be down to Togekiss. This is not the most favorable scenario, because Togekiss doing those kinds of shenanigans is very bad. So I knew he was going to focus down Medicham, which just buys me another time to use Stockpile. And I feel that if I can get all three of my stockpiles off as soon as possible, I might be able to outlast him. So let's go and look at that. He gets a Thunder Wave on me, and I know I'm in for a rough time. Pretty much my chances to attack are slim to none, because that Air Slash is going to make it 60% chance, and the flinch and the paralysis is just going to reduce my odds even further. So I take my advantages when I can get them, got my third stockpile, and now I just feel I have to endure. If I can rest once out of every like 12 Air Slashes, I feel I can win this one. He has to run out of Air Slash sometime, so at this point I just go and fast forward it through, because I know that once I wake up, I'll be able to rest again, and once I rest again, I'll be safe for a lot of turns. Even a flinch doesn't do too much damage to me, so we just have to wait for me to not, or even a crit doesn't do too much damage to me, we just have to wait for me to not flinch. Get about down to a third of my health, I get my rest off, and this is when I feel I can win the battle. In the end, if the timer stalls out, I'm going to have more health than him, and he has to run out of Air Slash at some point. I'm one of the very few Snorlax Pokemon trainers that knows how well, like, that I can win this scenario, and no one else would have stood a chance against this. Very few Pokemon are able to endure like this. So I just keep going for it. If I can keep resting, I'll eventually win the match, and eventually he will run out of Air Slash. So I know this battle's locked up, and now we just kind of wait for it to speed through until he eventually forfeits. He has extreme speed left, does no damage. I get my last rust off, and the game is over. I can eventually, at some point, use Belly Drum and Crunch and eventually knock him out, but that's how the battle goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Just, that one was many, many turns and much prayer. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day.